Hello, if you're here, you probably know, but my name is Jonathan Haile. I'm a game design student, game developer, and this is the documentation of my game SimSolver. We are on devlog number 12. Today I have 3 points I'm planning on talking about. We'll see what actually happens, but first one is this brand new level, or stage, whatever you want to call it. It's coming together super nicely. It's entirely finished, I'm going to say. Who knows? I'm probably going to go back and redo stuff, but right now it's finished. Then the second thing is my new Steam page, which I'm very excited about. I never thought I'd actually get a Steam page. Going through the whole process, it was a learning experience, but it was fun, and now it's up, and I'm excited about it. And then the last thing I want to talk about is rewrites. So I've been doing a lot of writing on this game, a lot of bad writing because I haven't really figured out what I wanted the story to be and how to convey it. But I was kind of just finally thinking about it, and it came to be how I want to do it. So we'll talk a little bit about that and end of the video. So let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start with this new level. So this level just came together perfectly. I am beyond happy with it. Um, it has a good mix of platforming and kind of puzzles or fetch quests or just fun little things that force you to explore. You start in this cave environment. Go through here. There'll be some puzzles and things you have to find, explore, look through. I'm gonna just completely botch everything about this, or botch describing everything about this level, even though I've spent the past month doing it. But there's areas in here. Go all the way down through here. Again, I just think this level looks amazing. And I'm super proud of how well it came together, and it's getting easier to make these levels. When I started out, it was very difficult to get going and kind of figure out how I want things to look. But this, it's all just kind of starting to come more naturally now, which I assume is a good sign. Probably means that I'm actually getting a little bit better, and this is paying off a little bit. But anyways, you finally get out here. There's this whole platforming section with bounce pads and a lot of stuff to see. I love how this outside area looks. The clouds took forever to place. Was not expecting clouds to be that difficult to make look good, but I think they turned out okay. You're gonna come through here. Again, I'm just gonna skip everything. There's a lot of things you're not seeing here. I guess I can simulate a little bit of some movement and some noises. There's a lot of movement and things will be popping up as you interact with the levels. But anyways, yeah. So you go through this whole water section, and eventually you get up to this big, ominous mountain, volcano, and you come through here. Again, just love how this areas look. It's just, I don't know. I'm tooting my own horn here because I did all of it, but I just think it looks really nice. And you come through this entire area, some obstacles. I incorporated a lot more moving platforms in this level, which I know my last devlog I said I'm not going to go back and touch my levels, but I think there's one level that could benefit for me adding a few moving platforms like this, because I want to try to stop utilizing the code space platform so much. And so I was well, how can I figure that out? And I was oh, I can just make these other platforms move and create timelines so they kind of go up and down and makes it more fun. And sorry, shoot stuff. You can see my aim's not very good. We got him though. Yeah, these will all kind of move, which I think it's very subtle, but it's just a fun little thing, in my opinion. But yeah, you go through this whole lava level, and then eventually get to the end here, but that's kind of what this level is. Again, visually it's amazing, I think, and I think I stretched my how to make these levels look more natural, because I think a few of my, or the fantasy level is a bit it's very clearly just a little town that you can find to, but this level is more open, looks more natural, which I think it just works better. It's also the open ocean lends me that kind of look. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. This is mainly what I've been doing for the past month, just building out this level and making it look pretty, and making some things work, creating some new systems. But yeah, so I'm going to move on to talk about my Steam page next. Okay, so Steam page. I mean, really not a lot to say, but I finally got this Steam page set up. I was debating doing it, and I kind of wanted to wait until I could make a trailer for the game to release it because I don't think screenshots really lend to this game much. But I was like, you know what? I need to get something out there. I want to be able to share it, kind of make this thing a reality. And it's also just a huge milestone to like say, like, oh, I have a Steam page, which a year ago never thought would happen. And it's just kind of nice to have something tangible for all this work. So yeah, got some descriptions here, some screenshots. Again, when I release the game, I'll go back and grab new screenshots so everything's like final. But here's this. The big thing, honestly, for Steam page, the hardest part was trying to figure out how to create like all the library and store assets because I never had a cover art or I could really even an idea for one. So I said, okay, guess I'm gonna take a few days to figure out what I wanted to be. Um, my Photoshop skills, not great, pretty like kindergarten level, but I was able to create some logos. I thought about like trying to like see if I can commission some artwork, but I was like, you know what? I think it'd be good for me just to learn how to do this myself. So I taught myself a bit of Photoshop. Show you like some of these art boards here. So you see like different variations on the logo. Very simple. I just sim solver. It's the viruses, and then your AI companion. Um, nothing insane. Just a bunch of different variations for the store page. Again, don't know what I'm doing with Photoshop. Obviously, this looks very amateur, but the whole point of it is I'm doing everything for this game. So if it looks amateur, that's because I am an amateur, and I'm hoping to get better. Maybe not at this exactly, but long term. So yeah, really not much to say on the Steam page. It's there now. I'll have a link to it going forward in all my videos. If you want to check it out, wishlist it. That would be great. I don't have a release date. I mean, I would love it if this is like October-ish. But we'll just kind of see, just because unfortunately I can't work on this game full time and spend just 40 hours a week doing this. It's bits and bobs here and there. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to talking about some rewrites now. Steam page, awesome, super excited, go team. Okie dokie. So the story of SimSolver, I was stupid and it was kind of just like writing it level by level, which I realized just wasn't working. Initially, the conversations were one-sided. Like, so you don't talk in the game. You literally just talk to your like AI companion. And he just kind of like tells you stuff. I was trying to find the tone of it, what I even wanted him to be saying. I was trying to like maybe create some underlying story of him being like corrupted or something. I'm like, this is dumb. It's not good. This is not a. I love writing. It's like my passion, but this game does not lend itself exactly to some complex story because I'm legitimately just making fun levels, focusing on the level design and environmental art of things. I'm not considering it the story in mind. I'm not considering it to be like cinematic. It's just I want something there as background because kind of teaching me how to write a little bit more and like do voice recordings and all that. But all that to say, I was just basically sitting around. I was like, oh, I think I kind of figured out what my issue is. Since the conversations were so one-sided, it just wasn't working. It was very hard to like kind of write any sort of dialogue, any sort of like banter. You stand there and it's a word vomit towards you, which just isn't enjoyable. So I kind of came up with the idea. I was like, oh, so what if this AI companion you have has like two different personalities, like two different voices that are talking to you and kind of conflicting. So like one is a super energetic guy, and then one's kind of like an emotionless generic robot. And so I'll kind of have that contrast while you're playing the game. And hopefully, I haven't written anything yet because I'm gonna actually finish all my levels and then I'm gonna just go write the whole script. I compiled what I had into just a quick Word doc. I'll bring that over here. But basically, like this is all the dialogue I did have. Basically, the way I'm staging it is you have like interactions, like set points where the AI companion is there, and you're sitting there just talking. This is all going to change. And then I have like the text pop-ups while you're playing the game, which you don't have to stop and listen to. They just kind of come through a trigger, and they play while you're going throughout the game. You don't have to stop and actually listen. You could just choose to ignore it or listen. And the text pop-ups are kind of more fun, like jokey stuff, maybe like hints to what you're doing. So I just have them here. Like I have quick like reminders, like text pop-up docs. I need to write what that text pop-up is going to be. I have like an idea for what I know the information I need to convey on all these text pop-ups, just like don't know how I'm going to do it yet, what the actual like dialogue will be. But that's going to be a problem for once I finish the game and I have a full picture of things. But so I'm all this is going to get deleted, and like so this is like what it's looking like right now for like this fifth level is I know I'm going to have two interactions where like actual like story bits where you're stopping and listening to the story, and then all these text pop-ups while you're playing, which I've kind of written, but we'll figure out if I'm going to change it. But that's going to be my process going forward. So yeah, but I think that's going to work a lot better. I'm also trying to figure out how to make the voices sound better because I didn't like how they sounded. It's me voice acting them, but I'm going to try to take my time a little bit more and not speak so fast, not like try to like just like get out the voice lines just to be done with it. I'm going to take a bit more time. I'm playing with settings in Audacity, trying to figure out like the pitches and speed and like reverberation. I'm just kind of messing around with that until I like something. But yeah, that's that. I think that's really all I want to say on the writing. So we'll wrap up the video. I think I have one more thing I want to talk about though. Alrighty, so that was the three main things I wanted to talk about. Before I do go, I want to mention that beginning of this month, or not this month, but about a month ago, I was trying to do some file cleanups. Like before I started this level, I was like doing like the initiatory like prep work, like making certain assets like pickable, and like doesn't matter. I was integrating stuff into my systems, but I was trying to clean up files, and I was dumb, and I permanently deleted some like really crucial blueprints, and that kind of broke my game. I was panicking for about a week because I couldn't work, nothing was working, and again kept on crashing. I was really worried that the past, I don't know, it's been like 6 months just down the drain. I got very, very lucky with backups, where I only had to like spend about a week and a half repairing shit and just kind of redoing what I deleted. That was a learning experience. It was a very scary learning experience. Got through it, and after that, again, like I think I created the best thing I've ever created, which is this level. But I just want to say that because like I got set back a little bit, and I think it's just important to learn from your mistakes and don't go deleting files that you shouldn't be deleting because you don't like how the folder is. Literally, it came from I don't like that folder's right there. I'm going to try to move everything into this new folder and delete this one. Turns out I didn't move things. Turns out the system or the Unreal Engine said like, hey, you sure you want to delete this? And I said, yeah, I want to delete that. Did not want to delete it. But yeah, that was that. Learned, and I'm going to stop talking, wrap up this devlog. Thank you for watching. I don't know when the next one will be. The cadence right now is kind of like every month. I think that's good because I think doing it any more than that is just pointless because I'm just sitting there making levels. But yeah, I'll probably see you in about a month or so. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Wish us Sim Solver, please. Or don't. It's your prerogative. I'm not your dad.